Hi, I'm Colleen Saidman Yee. This is Talking Yoga. And we're talking to arguably the most knowledgeable man in yoga alive today, Ramanand Patel.
That's only because you don't know all the yogis. I'm happy, I'm content with the knowledge I have, even as I know that I have to learn more. And knowledge is endless. You keep seeking more and more and more because the subtlety never stops. And knowledge is infinite. Mm-hmm. So I don't think anyone can claim they know everything about any subject.
To us, you set the bar very, very high.
Okay, let's not argue about that.
Suzanne from Madrid wants to know, I love this question, what is the most precious thing you learned from Mr. Iyengar?
To have confidence. Belief that I can do something about it. That's the biggest thing he gave me from the very beginning. You can do it. So empowering me. I mean, the modern term is empowering. In those days, we didn't use that such a term. We simply said, gave me confidence.
Do you think that lack of confidence or low self-esteem is the cause of a lot of very difficult things that are happening in the world today?
Tremendously, particularly low self-esteem, because low self-esteem means you don't understand what the self is. Mm. The self has no reason to have low self-identity or self-confidence. Self doesn't need confidence. Self is confident. By self, if we mean individual ego, then it's a different story. It will never be self-confident. It cannot. Yeah. Because it's struggling with existence all the time. But the real, deeper, inner, real self doesn't need confidence. It just needs identification that this is the self.
Separate from the senses.
Separate from the senses, separate from the ego. Body, mind, sense together create ego. The self is free of all of that. It's a witness.
So can you make sense or explain what's happening with all of the mass shootings in the United States today?
Nobody misbehaves by saying, today morning I get up, today I think I'm going to misbehave. So they have to believe in what they were doing. We may not agree with what they're doing, but they have to believe in it. The question becomes, why do they believe that? It's miseducation, wrong indoctrination, and it goes along with some hurt, whether it's an individual hurt or a communal hurt. Nobody in their right mind wants to go around hurting other people. When they hurt other people, it's because they are hurting themselves. I may not have the ability to cure that hurt. But can I at least recognize that they're coming from a source of pain first, then the anger? We conclude the opposite. We think they're angry people. They're not basically angry people. Basically, they're hurt. How they deal with their hurt comes across as anger to us. But when we try and, kill the person who is trying to hurt us, isn't that anger also? But it comes from our hurt. If we recognize the hurt, then there is a possibility of changing something about it. I'm reminded of that story in Islam, where some follower of Prophet Muhammad is fighting with an opponent, is about to kill him, when the man spits at him, and he stops killing him. He says, now if I kill you, I'm killing you not because of my religious understanding, but because I'm now personally angry with you, and I will not kill you. A very beautiful story.
Compassion.
Compassion, yes. Which we all need.
So compassion for the killer.
Compassion for killer. Understanding why he wants to kill. What is it that made him so angry that he's wanting to do something?
And before that, so hurt.
Before that, so hurt, yes.
Okay, on that note, thank you, community, for your questions, for your interest, for your curiosity. This is Colleen Saidman Yee hosting Talking Yoga with Ramanand Patel. Namaste.